Alright, so I'm Ray Williams, and I will be presenting today my presentation of learning for Integrated Math 2. So, starting off with my homework completion chart, it's not too significantly high because I didn't totally do my homework that often, but I did do it occasionally.
Not much else to say, but I definitely could have done better than that.
Though for my assessments, they're all like 4s and stuff. Honestly, I don't really study much, but I do understand the content when I am shown it, and yeah, I am fairly confident whenever we take quizzes and tests. Personally, so for maintaining my A, I simply just remember the content, and that was pretty much it for me. Like, personally, I don't feel that much like personal growth in terms of learning math, but I've always been pretty good at math, so personally I don't feel like that there's too much room for improvement, but I probably can still improve as a math student. And oh yeah, and when I actually did my homework, when it was new content that we learned, I occasionally looked back on the notes to help me do the homework. What was essential skill? I don't really think there was any in particular. And my personal analysis. So I do believe that I did deserve this A because I do understand the content and I'm fairly confident in what I know for math. And though honestly, I guess for like studying and doing like homework assignments and such, I could do better, but then again, that's for like all my classes, not just math, but in general. But yeah, I feel very confident whenever I feel tests and quizzes. I know it. I know I can do it, and yeah. So thank you for listening to my math PoL, and now I will be going on to my chemistry once I open it.
So good. Anyway, sorry, keep going.
Alright, so segueing into chemistry, I will be focusing for this presentation on Unit 2.B, the periodic table and periodic trends. So for the essential skill 2.F, it says students will be able to explain how to relate the position of an element in the periodic table to its atomic number and mass. And so on the periodic table, elements are organized by increasing atomic number, which atomic number is the number of protons in an atom. So hydrogen, being that it has only one proton, which has it has the atomic number of 1, it would go before all the other atoms listed in the periodic table. For essential skill 2.G, students will be able to explain how to use the periodic table to identify metals, semimetals, and nonmetals. So on the periodic table, metals take up the majority of the periodic table, taking up like roughly 2/3 of it, and it's more left-hand side oriented, while semimetals and nonmetals are right-hand side oriented and take up that last third of the table. And the semimetals make up a staircase division between the metals and the nonmetals. 2.H, students will be able to explain how to use the periodic table to identify alkaline metals, alkaline earth metals, halogens, and transition metals. Alkali metals are found in the first group in the periodic table, and groups are the columns in the periodic table. Alkaline earth metals are found in group 2, which is right next to the alkali metals. The transition metals are found in groups 3 through 12 of the periodic table, and the halogens are found in group 17 or 7A in the periodic table, which is right next to the noble gases. I, students will be able to identify trends in ionization energy, electronegativity, and the relative sizes of ions and atoms. So atoms with increasing electronegativity and ionization energy are found closer to the bottom left corner of the periodic table. Electronegativity, pretty much simply put, is how much an atom is attracted to its electrons. And ionization energy is the energy that's required in order to have electrons taken away from that atom.
Oh yeah.
And also, electronegativity and ionization energy have a direct relationship, meaning that if one of them is high, then the other one is, or if one of them increases, the other one increases as well. Last one, 2.J, students will be able to use the periodic table to determine the number of electrons available for bonding. So the number of valence electrons can be found by finding the atom's group number, which again is the columns, and also for finding the number of electron shells, you look for the period number on the periodic table, which is the row. Thank you for listening to my presentation.